I'm not looking to hear you deny it. I don't want to hear excuses. I just want to know why. Because I am 100% certain that you have been throwing out fake leads in regards to me finding my daughter. I've been taking phone calls from you in a disguised voice to throw me off the trail. I've been answering emails from you. And I want to know why. And I really don't care if I have to get physical. Because this is my daughter, and who the hell are you? I don't even know you. It ain't like I willy-nilly decided to do that. It's nothing personal. Someone told me to do it, and I had to. As a grown man who doesn't know me, who doesn't know my daughter, no investment towards me whatsoever, why would you listen to another person to throw me off the trail in finding my daughter? Who did your ex-girlfriend, or is she now your current girlfriend, put you up to it to help her son or something? Because I have no idea what the hell I ever did to you. No, it wasn't her. But again, I ain't a snitch. I'm not at liberty to tell you why I did what I did. I followed my commands, and that's it. Sorry. I'm not part of your snitch culture. I don't really care if you made a vow to not tell who put you up to it. I want to know. I need to know. You can say that, but that'll change nothing. I understand where you're coming from. If I were you, I'd be pissed off too. There's nothing I can do. Look, I've been a crappy person in the past. I've done terrible things, but I ain't about to have a bunch of people who watch an internet show and nothing think that I'm a snitch. Not taking that hit to my credibility. Wait till the episode airs, months down the line or something. I don't know. I don't know how this works, but look at it that way. I can't even pull names out of a hat here. You know what? I'm gonna just kick your ass. That's it. I'm gonna incapacitate you so bad that the first thing that you say when you open your eyes is gonna be who up. Hey, that ain't gonna accomplish anything. You could beat me to a bloody pulp. Still ain't gonna get me to talk. Sorry, that's how I was raised. I grew up in Brooklyn, alright? When Brooklyn was different. There was a code. Trust me when I say this to you. It's nothing personal, truly. Your beef ain't with me. Nothing against me, huh? Sure feels like you do. I don't know much about you. Just bits and pieces here and there. But I know that you've had an estranged relationship with your family. And you know what it's like to not talk to your daughter, not see her. Stop. Don't bring up my family. You want to listen to me? Because I'm pissed off. Fine, talk. Go ahead, but you're wasting your breath. I know what it's like to obviously not have your daughter in your life. All I'm trying to do is find her. And you threw me off on purpose. Because you owe an allegiance to someone. I don't know if they're paying you, Did my uncle make you do this? It was my uncle. It was my uncle. Enough said. Before I go wring his neck, why? Why did he want you to throw me off? Why did he not want me to find her? Doesn't he want me to find her so he can do his stupid paternity test? All the man cares about, from my perspective, it's making sure his church looks good, his image looks good. He flip-flops to whatever's beneficial to him in the moment. When Miranda left with Charlotte, it's beneficial to him for it to look like you were abandoned. Don't even find her now. She's too much of a headache. Let you start over. From what I'm guessing, from what I'm assuming from him. Let you start over. Start a new family. Invest in that. Forget about her. She's too much. She made you the victim. But now, he's got this bug up his butt where he wants the natural birth wing and he wants to do all these other things that my ex-girlfriend ain't gonna approve him to do. So how do you get her out of power? Scandal. He wants that paternity test to prove that you ain't the dad, that they covered it up. Yeah, I think I got it right. So there he is, deciding my fate in my life, all for his church. Alright. So since you're the only person that's here with me and you want me to talk to you, confide in you and stuff, what do you think? You think I should give any credence to this whole paternity test stuff with Charlotte?
I don't want to hear that, Joey. I'm sorry. Maybe that's insensitive of me. I don't know. But I'm not going to stay here if you're going to start talking about paternity tests and whether or not you're the father of a baby you didn't even like.
I hate that narrative. Like, people always overanalyze my movements and my behaviors and how I reacted to that baby. And I've never hated a baby. I've never hated Charlotte. Yes, there was some resentment. But when it came down to it, when she was kidnapped and when I found her, did I not do the right thing? I could have easily walked out of that church.
I honestly, if you ask me, my personal opinion, I think that you're just humoring the conversation because you potentially being her father ties you back to Miranda. And you have to let it go that she's gone. It's over. There's nothing that's going to put you two back together. Even if you were the dad, where is she?
Now, but all that aside, right? Can you just give me your opinion, like, of the situation? Because you're not in it. You're an outsider. So how do you see it?
Please. I mean, I'm not trying to be toxic or pull out your toxicity side, but how long did it take for you to hold that baby? How long did it take for you to come around to her and, okay, yeah, you saved her or whatever, but, like, you didn't like her.
Yeah, and you're the reason why Miranda's not here. You helped her leave. You helped her leave this town, right?
I did help her. And it wasn't to get her out of your life or anything like that. It was actually, like I said, because she was in the hospital for me. And I felt like I owed it to her. I did it from the bottom of my heart. So yeah, I did help her leave. And she's gone for good. Which means you have to get over her. You're not the father of that child. This is just some crazy scheme by that man's uncle. And it's just out there to stir the pot.
So you were one of the very last people to see her in Serafina town. Ironically enough. Do you know where she is?
No, I don't know where she is. Wouldn't I have told you if I knew where she was?
I don't know. You don't want me to find her? You didn't have, like, any inclination where she might have been headed? Like, what state? Or anything like that? Not that I'm trying to find her, but, I'm so conflicted. I told Brian, like, I didn't want him to find her because I don't want to be the dad of Charlotte. But then there are those moments where I'm like, but what if I'm 67 years old and Charlotte one day shows up and says, hey, why didn't you pursue? It's like, I don't want to find Miranda, but at the same time I do. So there was no clue at all.
When I said goodbye to her, she was on her way to go see Nanny Agatha, and that's all I know. She never told me a location or anything like that. You think, like, she would trust me with that?
I don't know. I'm just conflicted, alright? I don't know what to think. Because I'm grieving Junior. So I'm just emotional about everything. I don't think I'm the dad, and I don't want to be the dad, but saying that sounds terrible. It does. Like saying, oh, I don't want to be her father. I'm just so tightly wrapped up in I don't know what.
Look, I am someone who creeps social media. I am someone who looks at people's profiles, and I've made a hobby out of that. I know what Charlotte looks like. I know the history between everyone and the timelines and this and that, and you are 100% certainly not the father. This is all derived not only from the uncle's scheme, but it's from a random comment, and someone got a bug up their butt that, oh my god, that would be such a good idea, let me do that. It's just to rile things up. You're not.
How would you deal with it if I found out I was her dad?
Okay, if hell froze over and you actually were, then I would climb to the very top of a building.
Alright, stop. Don't talk like that.
Let me ask you though, do you genuinely wish, like if you did take a test and you happen to be the dad, you'd be happy? You'd have a daughter who you didn't name, you didn't get to choose to name, and you wasted so much time because you didn't think you were the dad. You had these preconceived notions, and hell, if you took a test, would you even trust it at this point? If that one was flubbed, if every other one was flubbed, I know I have a place in history with that, but still, how would you feel if it came back and you were the dad?
I don't wish that I was her dad, because contrary to popular belief, I don't want to be tied to Miranda. I don't just want to have a baby with her so that she forever has to like think of me. I want her to think of me without anything forcing her to. I want her to genuinely love me back. If the test came back hypothetically and I was Charlotte's dad, I'd be a dad again, and that would kick in. The instincts would kick in, and yeah, it would be weird to hold a baby that I thought was my mortal enemy's baby, and there would be doubt, because at this rate, how can you trust any paternity test if this one came back forged? You know what I'm saying? So if she happened to be my daughter, I'd be a girl dad, and I would wear that with pride. But
sweet answer, but unfortunately Miranda's gone. So everyone, including that uncle, and everyone that's looking forward to something like that, needs to get over it, because she's gone.